Hi, I'm Raven Scar. This is BYCW. Currently, the world champion it's been vacated, unfortunately. I gotta go.
I like tacos, and I guess we do need a match here. I wasn't even part of that. You want to see the Southern Viking versus Jackson Blade? You think that sounds good? Yeah. That sounds pretty good. Let's see that tonight. Welcome to BYCW Wednesday Night Showdown, and we're going to have a match here tonight for the BYCW World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be the Southern Viking versus the Battleground Champion, Jackson Blade. And now let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, bitch, remember it. All day.
This match is set for one fall, and it is for the BYCW World Heavyweight Championship. In this corner, he is your BYCW Battleground Champion, Jackson.
The best in the world.
In the other corner, he is a former two-time BYCW World Champion in his own right, the Southern Viking. Bitch. Well, let's get this match started, ladies and gentlemen. And the Southern Vikings starting off this match with a big boot, coming in with a stomp to the head there to Jackson Blade, the Battleground Champion. The Southern Vikings staying on Blade. He hit him with like a low blow drop kick there. It could have been better, but it was still pretty good. Blade grabbing the Viking and slamming him down. Jackson Blade did beat Dalton Skull in record time for that Battleground Championship when he cashed in his Cash or Crash Championship. And now Jackson Blade just take the fight to the Southern Viking. Now big knee to the side of the head from Jackson Blade to the Southern Viking. This match is for the vacated World Heavyweight Championship. We couldn't come to contract terms with Zatarius Black, and he vacated the belt, and that was one hell of a move from the Southern Viking there. But we're going to see a new BYCW Battleground Champion here tonight. Either way we go, ladies and gentlemen. And Southern Viking grabbing him by the head of the hair there, and he hits him with a running bulldog, vintage Viking. Smart from the Southern Viking. He should have stayed on this man. It'd be the smart move. And Viking being a former two-time world heavyweight champion in his own right, and Jackson Blade being, he has never held a world championship, but he is a multi-time champion in BYCW, including the hardcore title and intercontinental title and the cash crash like I've spoken of before. And he is your current battleground champion, but he's never won the world title. Could he do that here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? What is this? What is Jackson Blade going for? Suplex from Jackson Blade to the Southern Viking. And we have Dead Memories 4 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to tell you the match card here tonight. And we'll upload a little match card. Oh, big clothesline from Jackson Blade to the Southern Viking on YouTube later on. But Jesus Christ, that was... looks like he went from a senton there. Didn't completely get him, but he got him in the lower back. And now he went for another one, and it looked like he missed him, and the Southern Viking rolling out. Smart from the Southern Viking. Jackson Blade should be smart and get back on Viking, but he's not. He's just staring down Viking. What are these men going to do? Viking getting punched. Viking going down. Looks like Blade lost control of himself and fell down himself. And now, what are these two men doing? He went for a punch, takes him down. Looks like he hit him with a spear. Like takedown there, ladies and gentlemen. The Southern Viking trying to regain the BYCW championship here tonight. He is a Grand Slam champion in BYCW. A zigzag from the Southern Viking.
That's about a 2.5 out of 10.
Jackson Blade. Could this be all, ladies and gentlemen? Could this be all here tonight? Will this give the Southern Viking the opportunity? Oh my God, he hit him with a cutter. Jesus Christ. Can the Southern Viking capitalize here? In a kick out from Jackson Blade. And we still have a main event here going on tonight for a #1 contender spot for the BYCW Intercontinental Championship. And it's going to be Dalton Skull versus Little Bill. Don't forget to tune into that later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Up, Jackson Blade going for the switchblade, and he hits it. Is he going to get the pinfall here?
What?
He's going for it, and the Southern Viking kicks out. What is the Southern Viking going to do here in Jackson Blade? These two men have fought each other before, but never like this. Never for the World Heavyweight Championship, and a big drop kick from Jackson Blade to the Southern Viking. Can these two men dig down and deep inside to win this championship? He's going for an ankle lock, but the Southern Viking smart, trying to get a rope break, kicking off Blade. The Southern Viking staring down Blade.
You ain't talking about that, motherfucker.
What is Viking going to do here? What is Viking going to do here, ladies and gentlemen? What is the Southern Viking going to do? He's grabbing him. He's got him. He hits the signature DDT. The Southern Viking hits that signature DDT that he normally does. What are we going to see now from the Southern Viking? Blade slowly making his way up. The Southern Viking taking too much time. You should know better, Viking. You are a former world champion, two-time world champion. And a zigzag again from the Southern Viking. Can that be it? Can that be it from the Southern Viking?
2, 3.
And you have a new BYCW champion and a 3-time BYCW champion. The Southern Viking has picked up another championship for the history books. This man won the World Championship for the first time last year at No Love Lost in February. And he's going to start off this year winning the BYCW Championship. This is crazy. And we're only 1 week away from Dead Memories 4.
Boy, it was beautiful.
He doesn't even have a match on the card yet. I wonder who would he... Oh, wait a minute. Who's he... Wait, what's he doing? Is he staring down? And it's Zilla Black, a former member of the BWO.
Championship match, Dead Memories 4, hardcore. Coming.
You don't want to smoke, bitch.
We're coming. Keep the same energy.
Are we going to actually see that? And yes, just made official right now. We're going to see the Southern Viking versus Zilla Black for the BYCW Championship. Now let's take a
God damn it. Everybody's fucking getting in the way of my shit. I should be double champion right now. Oh.
I don't know what just happened to Blade there and who did that to him, but it's main event time. We got Little Bill versus Dalton Skull for a #1 contender spot for the BYCW Intercontinental Championship at Dead Memories 4. Now let's get to it.
Never mind, don't care. I got the bloodshot stare on the way to them hug and feel like a vibe. Walking up and howling. We made a ball out of a violin. Used to come up in the back, but now they got the bottles in and now we feeling throttle like the lotto. We just gotta win. Pot snap, keep the Reggie over there. Smile down, try to keep it out the air. Got five, that's the homies never share with the phonies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, main event time. Dalton Skull versus Little Bill for the #1 contender spot for the BYCW Intercontinental Championship. Now let's get this match started. So we saw earlier, Jackson Blade looked like he just got kidnapped. Nobody knows exactly what happened there, but a collar and elbow lockup from Dalton Skull and Little Bill. First time these two men have faced off in a long time. And big clothesline looked like it just took off Dalton Skull's head there, ladies and gentlemen. That was one hell of a move from Little Bill. And it looks like he's going for a power bomb, just taking out Dalton Skull early in this match is a very smart move from Little Bill. He looks like he's being serious here tonight. He's wanting that championship. Dalton Skull coming with a big drop kick, taking down Little Bill. Smart from Dalton Skull. Now he's working on the leg of Little Bill. Looking like a Brock lock. Locking it in. This has been one hell of a show so far. Little Bill hitting that knee, trying to get back in here. Big kick to Dalton Skull. Smart. Dalton still down. Little Bill grabbing up Dalton Skull. What's he going for? Looks like a spinning Death Valley driver, and he hits it. Now he's beating up Dalton Skull. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Dead Memories 4 is coming out in 7 days. January 31st to 2024. Big clothesline takedown from Little Bill to Dalton Skull. So far, we got Zilla Black versus the Southern Viking in the main event for the BYCW World Championship in a hardcore match. And then we got Joker 305 making a cameo. You know, the guy saying he's going to sue GTA. But now Dalton Skull working on Little Bill. Big leg drop from Dalton Skull to Little Bill Smart from Dalton Skull, veteran here. Dalton Skull going for a suplex, turns it into a brain buster, and he hits it. And we're going to see what is going to be the second match on the card here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If Dalton Skull or Little Bill is going to be facing Allen at Dead Memories 4 for the BYCW. Oh my God! Skull calls that the Skull Driver. And Little Bill just kicked out of the Skull Driver, barely, but he did. Dalton Skull working on Little Bill again. But whoever wins this match will be facing Allen at Dead Memories 4 for the BYCW Intercontinental Championship. And Dalton Skull being smart with a big back body drop there, going in for a roll-up. And a big kick from Little Bill to Dalton Skull. Little Bill being smart here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can see a seriousness on Bill, and he hits a power bomb on the Skull. And he's going for a pin, and Skull barely kicks out right before 3. And wait, what? Allen making his way out here. This don't even make no sense. Jesus Christ, he's attacking both of the competitors. Allen beating the shit out of Little Bill and Dalton Skull. This match has no contest. What? Why would Allen do this? He just beat both these men last week. Why would you come out here and attack both these men?
You two versus me for my title.
What?
We're gonna do this.
Why would you want to do that to yourself, Allen? Allen wants to have another triple threat match at Dead Memories 4. And wait, what?
Me, you, Dead Memories 4. I'll see you there.
And I guess we're going to see Jackson Blade versus Free Show for the BYCW Battleground Championship. But thank y'all for tuning in to BYCW Wednesday Night Showdown episode 41. And please remember, Dead Memories 4 is coming out January 31st of 2024. And always please leave a like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell for more BYCW content. And we're